A 62-year-old woman provide a conjugal visit to her husband, and it did not end well. Greetings in the name of the Most High, Emperor Haile Selassie I and Empress Menen. It seems like this one let her thirst get to her end. A California inmate convicted of 4 murders, I should say unaliving 4 people, seems to have unalived his wife during a conjugal visit in prison, according to reports in Los Angeles, California. David Brinson unalived 62-year-old Stephanie Brinson at his prison in Ione, about 40 miles northeast of Stockton in the Northern California area. The Times report this week, citing local sheriffs and attorneys, affirming David Brinson, 54-year-old, is serving 4 consecutive life terms without the possibility of parole for unaliving 4 men during a robbery in Los Angeles apartment in 1990s. California Department of Correction and Rehabilitation did not respond to the newspaper when they asked how could this has happened. Officers attempt to rescue this 62-year-old, but she was pronounced dead. It seems like she did too, honey. Imagine her thirst. A beautiful, beautiful woman. Conjugal visits. Me not even know what that name. It appears that these people are insane. I have a news report here, and I want you to hear how the news reported. And before they copyright me, I'm letting you know. This is off of a channel, I think it's called True Crimes or something, but this is for just talking about it. I want you to hear. These people are different. Conjugal
This
visit.
is the story of
I
Stephanie
didn't even
Brinson,
know they do
a
these things.
62-year-old grandmother who was strangled and killed while having an overnight, conjugal visit with her convicted murderer husband at a California prison. Her husband, David Brinson, who was convicted for killing 4 people in 1994, met her while he was in prison,
4!
married her, then killed her during a conjugal visit.
Listen to this. The death of a woman at a jail in Amador County while on a visit is now being investigated as a homicide.
What's
It
she
happened last
expect?
Wednesday at Mule Creek State Prison when 62-year-old Stephanie Diane Brinson was visiting her husband. He's an inmate there.
What
Why?
led to this crime and what led this nice woman to a convicted killer? Let's find out.
She want body. Imagine this. A beautiful woman like this. Families and friends, look how pretty this woman is. And she want conjugal visit. And she want go deal with a man with unalive 4 and no possible ability for parole. Imagine this. What could fly up in her head? Look how beautiful this woman is. A mother, a sister, a grandmother more than likely. 62-year-old. And you want a hard man like this up in your soul? Imagine this woman you call. I am not clowning it. Condolences to the family members of 62-year-old woman. But I don't think that at 62 you should be giving conjugal visits to a 4-time convicted prisoner. Imagine. The state penitentiaries are wrong. You should not allow Stephanie Brinson to be up in the cell with no man at 62. Imagine a who for granny this. Turn somebody boo. This young man convicted a 4 unaliving of man from the 90s. And for some reason, Stephanie thinks that him rehabilitated. She want go cock it up, dash it up so him can dig out the red. So guess what should him do? Him try squeeze off her head. Imagine this. By the time the guard them find out, say Stephanie couldn't handle it, she was pronounced unalive. A 62-year-old, beautiful, melanated woman feel like say she is supposed to be giving conjugal visits to her husband that she met online in jail. You have to stop them thing here. Stop allow criminals to meet innocent woman. Cause then woman yeah, will go to the jail and provide conjugal visits to these criminals. You are guarantee, and these criminals could unalive them. And I am not feeling sorry for her because as she got skin out for prisoner when Freeman the road whenever I go do her this. So this 62-year-old Stephanie, we feel like say she 26-year-old and feel like say she figure all the way a prison go find man fi skin out pan Stephanie Brinson. Again, I am not clowning you, but are you the man locked up in a jail where him safe and you safe, but where you want do? You want to provide conjugal visits to him in a prison. Imagine there, I saw you thirsty, my lady. 62, and you don't feel like you had enough. So, I guess this man will have a fifth pan him hand, and more than likely, him not go get the penal. Them not go kick him for 6. No, they're not. They're just going to feed him. And if more I want to feel thirsty, I want to get on the neck crick, then call him up. Imagine a man that's in jail for 4 unaliving of man. This woman feel brave enough where she can go give him a visit of conjugal. So, he just hold her up her neck. Unalive her. Unalive her rotted. Now you will know. Now you will have sense, Mrs. Stephanie Brinson. Cause I don't understand why a woman beautiful like you would go pick up a man where the electric chair him due and go find yourself by yourself in an environment where him can squeeze off your neck. Imagine this. They're reporting that the coroner says she was not sick. She gets strangled out. All of the ear. You don't like how you don't do balloon? All of the ear. I am not saying she deserve it, but she put herself in a situation where not even the guard could help her, cause they don't know if she was having an orgasm. Imagine, by the time the guard them find her, she was like a teddy bear. Me I talk about the stuff one. No heartbeat. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Rastafari soldier here, telling you I am not clowning her because me know say uno sensitive, but I'm just saying 62-year-old I give cognitive visit to a 4-time unaliver. Them people here, I think they're over 40 miles she drive go. Forget the staggering. Forget the staggering. Ladies and gentlemen, leave your comment on this one right here. Would you give a 4-time unaliver conjugal visit? Would you? Let me know. Let me know. I'm Rastafari soldier here of Deeproots TV. Leave your comment on this one. A 62-year-old woman pick up herself. Her name is Stephanie Brinson. at Mule Creek, ladies and gentlemen, State Prison in Ione, about 40 miles north of Stockton in North California. This woman pick up herself and drive, go give Conjugal visit to a man where unalive multiple people in the 90s. A real bad man come from 90s, and she find herself to find out. F around and find out. Leave your comment on this one, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know if she deserve it. Or the man did deserve the Conjugal visit.
This is where you want to know something I represent for Deeproots TV. This one is a bombshell. Check it out.
Highly blessed. Cool, no man. Deeproots TV. So the thing said, connect.